corner by the tractor. That big old boy over there, Cisco the Desperado. He's wanted in 2 countries for bank robbery, horse stealing. Folks, you name it, he's done it. And that young long-haired boy right there, well, that's the one they call Billy Wild. Billy's a deserter from the Confederate Army. Left his troops in the middle of battle. Didn't fare too well for his superiors, so he's been on the lam ever since. And that crusty old geezer over there with the long beard and the derby hat, well, that's the man we call the preacher. He was a man of the cloth for many years until he turned to be a man of the gun. Now, rumor has it he rode in with the Apache Kid and his bunch last week. Been around town, been pretty quiet, till last night. Till little Darrell come into town and stole the mayor's horse after getting drunk over at the saloon. Well, that didn't sit too well with the marshal, so the marshal decided he'd take him right on to jail. From what I heard, folks, he's getting ready to take him on downtown to Waynesville, get him on the train, and get him out to Asheville where he'll have a proper and fair trial. And speaking of ornery, folks, you see that half-breed coming in? That's the one they call the Apache Kid. Deadly with that 45, but even worse, he's got that Bowie knife on his left side. Word is he's been known to split a matchstick 40 paces with that Bowie knife. Apparently he's gotten word that they got little Darrell and getting ready to take him off for a trial. And, well, maybe he's just going to try to interrupt the marshal's plan. And folks, any minute now I expect to see Marshal Red Dog coming around with little Darrell. Take him on. Well, speak of the devil, and there he comes. Now, folks, you see why we call him Little Darrell. He was the run of the bunch. But it don't look like the Apache Kid's too happy with all this. You didn't think he's going to let you just take him out of town, did you, Marshal?
You didn't think I'd try it by myself, did you?
Think he's going to try it by himself? Look like he's got Deputy Cooper back here to get his back.
Got up, Darrell.
Darrell, are you all right?
Can't hear ya.
Apparently he can't hear you.
Are you sure that's Darrell? That don't sound like Darrell.
Kid says that ain't Darrell.
Hold me.
Folks, what's going to happen next? Kid, just let it be. Let the marshal do his job.
Go to jail. You got to get out of my way.
I don't think so.
Don't think so. Well, apparently the smoke of the bunch decided to come right out into the street. How many times you gonna shoot that man for it? Now it looks like Billy and the preacher have got behind the same barrel. Boys, there ain't enough room for both of you. You're gonna have to do something. Never had the brightest bunch. Now Billy, what you gonna shoot preacher for?
Why don't you shut up, you old goat?
I don't think that's going to go over too well, calling the Apache Kid an old goat. Well, the kid's in our gang. Like the kid's out of ammunition, Marshal. You got him cornered now.
All right, kid.
Come on out, kid.
Throw that gun out.
Throw the gun out.
Here it is. Hold on. There's the gun.
Marshal, keep your eye on him.
Throw it out now.
Oh, look, let me explain this.
You tried that once.
Okay.
Well, it don't look like that Bowie knife was much match for the deputy and that scatter gun.
Over here. Check this
Now,
out.
folks, I tell you what, that's a big old boy for them two to have to. I don't think they can handle it. He said he told you his name was not Darrell. Ladies and gentlemen, normally our parson would come out and say a few words, but he's out riding the circuit today, so I think the best thing for us to do would be to remove our hats and have a moment of silence for these wayward desperados. All righty, men, up on your feet. Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Bradley's world famous Ghost Town Gunfighters.